Oh,
We're here. I promise. We're here.
hello, hello. Um, just a little bit tardy, but only a little bit. But you can't
Right.
really, I feel like I want to quote, what was her name? Kesha. Okay. The
Kesha.
party don't start till I walk in.
Yeah.
I mean, what a throwback. Um, wake up in the
I didn't know that's who sung that.
feeling like P. Diddy.
Right.
Brush my teeth
Speaking
with a bottle of Jack.
speaking of P. Diddy, I was watching what's going on, Bong Solo? How you doing? We ain't seen you in a while.
Shout out to
I
Bong
was
Solo.
watching some movie trailers or whatever, and they had was it Peacock or one of them places is doing the P. Diddy documentary. I just
Ah,
thought that was kind of funny. And then that made me think of like all the lyrics from like other people's songs and the stuff 50 Cent said back in the day. And it's like, it's crazy.
dude, I cannot remember who the guy is. I'm gonna have to find it during this stream. But the guy, and I mentioned this before, that Lex Friedman interviewed. His specialty was like Russian intelligence, KGB, all kinds of different intelligence, conspiracies, and like secret societies. So like
Right.
that's like his historical background, and he goes on to talk about. I think that it was. I feel like it was Marilyn Manson. That Marilyn Manson and these people like Epstein and these people like P. Diddy are like the type of agent that intelligence agencies
Look for.
encourage and endorse. Like, kind of like they pick these people that are really good at doing these things. They get all these people together outside of outside of where they're able to infiltrate, right? So they kind of
Right.
create these like watering holes for information that are outside of their norm, and then they have somebody that has like special privilege and stuff like that.
Well, I think everybody, you can Google it or you can go on YouTube. Yuri Bezmenov, ex KGB agent from the interview is from the 80s, and he breaks down the whole thing on how they're going to collapse America and this and that. And if you listen to what he says with the knowledge that we have now of what's been going on the past 30 years, it's crazy scary, bro. How like on point it is. Like the divide and conquer, the pushing of communism and the schools and yeah, yeah. It's the long game. Like the Chinese. It's the long game.
Well, okay, so like I get that, and but every like nation that has ruled and every kind of like kingdom, they all kind of fall into these same kind of cycles that end in their demise, right? So
Right.
like I feel like it's inevitable eventually anyways, but I also sort of feel like a one world government is kind of like an inevitability, just because I think that the powers that be, instead of fighting each other, they would just pick power.
I don't think barring a catastrophe or visit by aliens or a world pandemic or something like that, there will never be a one world government. Too many countries are, China's not going to let somebody rule them.
Yeah,
Russia's not going to let somebody rule them. The
yeah,
American people are not going to let a foreign entity rule them. You know what I
yes,
mean? But I do
yeah,
understand what you're saying. They are pushing for it. Like like they're pushing the WHO, the WHO, right? The World Health Organization. They're wanting the WHO to be the say all, end all, be all of anything that has to do with like medical policy around the world. And there's a lot of people pushing for it, which is crazy.
And the IMF and stuff like that, like that's why they give all this money to all of these developing countries. Then they own them. And then so they can determine
America.
What?
The IMF is American. So.
Well, I mean, yes. But I'm saying like those kinds of like, it's all fake money. Like it's not real.
Right.
But I think those kinds of instruments are going to be the things that actually like, make those kinds of things a reality. I don't know though. I don't know.
Quite possible.
But anyways, how was your day? When you took off your tinfoil hat after work, how was that? Well, how was the rest of your day?
Well, I didn't get much accomplished today. I had a 3-hour round trip drive to do 10 minutes worth of work. And then that was pretty much my day. And then driving around job site to job site, checking stuff, which actually made me more tired than if I did manual labor all day because it's so boring.
That's
so
fine.
Boring. What about you?
Ended up, well, my family's all here now. I have my kids back. So, didn't sleep well last night. Woke up early. Got on like 3-4 different calls. Interviewed Farm Roll. And did you know that Farm Roll, one, they have this AI agent like launchpad where you can basically like get with them and then they give you access and you can decide what you want this agent to do. So my first question in this interview, which I'm spoiling it, so if you guys should watch the whole interview, it's very good. It's going to be like 35 minutes, 45 minutes around there. I said, well, hey, wait, what can those agents do? Because all of these Web3 accounts have the intern account. Can I get an agent that is an intern and that's just kind of snarky on everything that has anything to do with anything close to what we're talking about, that just promotes our stuff? Because it takes a lot of time to be on Twitter all the time. So if we could just have an AI intern that's just tweeting all day long, that would be great.
Well, I could pretty much guarantee they can, because that coin glitch, which is powered by Farm Roll, that Twitter feed I now see popping up all over the place. And it says automated under it. So it's tagged as a bot by Twitter. And it just goes off like somebody, because I keep seeing posts from people that I don't follow and this and that. But then when I scroll down, I realize it's because I follow that account. And I can't remember what it is, what the glitch account was. It's like Aleda or something like that. Or Ada or IATA or something like that. But there's always an automated response below a post.
Yes. And so we can definitely do that. They said that would be great. No problem. They also were talking about that Omen, when Omen was getting their NFT like minted like the first time, they used Farm Roll and they were able to get over 50,000 interactions on their posts, like over 50,000 active people that were doing the questing and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, you don't say. It turns out that we're reopening a mint here soon. So maybe that's something that we should do. And he was like, yeah, we'd love to do that. Well, and so that was kind of the direction. But it was a really cool call. Farm Roll does some really cool things. I like the way that their platform is set up and everything. But so the JPEG Empire intern might pop up. We might see that. The boss.
I would love to see that.
The boss intern or intern boss.
We also need a Twitter bot to replace Gphy, since the dev for Gphy apparently ran off.
With all the funds. Again. Right.
Again.
Fool me once.
From Warden Hansel.
Fool me twice. When George Bush said you can't get fooled again.
Right. So we definitely need that. But all right, people want to know what's going on in the market. It's day 3. We're still dumping. Desert said last night it looked like there was a recovery. And then we woke up this morning and it's still dumping. WTF is going on? So I think we need to get into the market update. Before we do that, everybody do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with a friend. If you're on YouTube, definitely hit that notification bell. We come live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST. We just got our new logos. Our awesome graphic designer that did the bosses just got us some logos and everything like that for Crypto Nightly. We're going to get those put up here probably tonight or tomorrow. So the logos will be changing. And I don't know. Let's get into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found what I was hoping that I bookmarked. And as it turned out, I just reposted and liked it. And I never bookmarked it like a jerk. So now that I found it, we're good. Let's get into market update.
All right, let's get the freshest data. Boom. So we're down another 3.9% today, coming in at pretty much $3.4 trillion. Volume is lower than yesterday, coming in at 182 billion. Bitcoin dominance had a little spike to 54.4, and Ethereum is at 11.5. And it will cost you 4.5 Gwei to send an ETH transaction. I'm kind of thinking that we got payroll coming out tomorrow. Is that what's coming out tomorrow? Something's coming out tomorrow.
Say that again.
Some data numbers are coming out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I think it is payroll.
Is it payroll? Because something just came out. I thought that was payroll because it was like 211. Actual 215 expected, and like whatever. But maybe that was just a tweet I seen from somebody else.
Oh, December rate cut was a December rate cut is something that's being talked about.
That was last year.
No. No, this is an article from 6 hours ago. I don't know what they're talking about there.
But either way, I'm thinking the volume is going to start to pick up next week. We'll be the second week in January. We got the inauguration coming up. We're going to get that inauguration pump, I feel. And hopefully it shoots us right through the end of Q1 into Q2. And there's even some people saying that this bull run could last to 2026. I don't think so, but maybe. Either way, let's take a look. Bitcoin is at 93,000. At least we broke back above 93,000. We've been in the 92s all day. Still down 1.4% on the 24-hour. Ethereum coming in at 32.34, down 3%. XRP at 228, down 3.3. BNB at 686, down 1.6. We got Solana at 187, down 4.4. It could be a good pickup on Solana at 187. Even BNB under 700, I think, is a good pickup. I think BNB will do well. I think it's the safest. There's a reason it's number 5 by market cap. Dogecoin 32.43, down 4.8. Cardano is at 91.78, down 2.7. Then we got Tron, Avalanche, and Sui. Sui getting ready to flip Avalanche. I don't know. Avalanche better do something because it's only about 600, a little less than 600 million away from flipping Avalanche.
I would love to organize an interview with the Avalanche CEO or their tech person and then have Aaron do that.
Yes. For sure. For sure. Biggest gainers today are going to be what? Litecoin up 2.2%, coming in at $103. Kaaye, or however you say that, up 1.4. Tokenized exchange up 1.1. Movement up 0.9. BitGet up 1. And then that's about it. Then we're just getting into the real little decimals here. Looking at the biggest losers, though, we got AI16Z down 14.6. So, and virtuals down 9.7. And if you guys watched the show last night and you took anything from what Aaron said, he was saying that these are like the only two coins that he think are going to do well because of what they are and what their protocols, you know, and he is a dev. So, you know, if you wanted to get back in, I mean, A16Z was well over $2 at one point. Virtuals was well over $4 at one point. So if you're still trying to get into the AI agent game, we got some big numbers right here. And look, they're pumping on the 1 hour with Bitcoin right there. We got Tau. Tau is another AI play. It's down 8.4. Hyperliquid is down 8.3. Dogwoof Hat down 7.4. Radium down 6.6. Pudgy Penguin's down 6.4. And it just keeps going. Hopefully, we're going to start to see this change a little bit. Let's go into the market. The market just started pumping when we went live. Looking at SWE real quick on the 4 hour. So we have officially broken this downtrend on SWE. As you can see, this is the 4 hour at that. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4. And we have broken that. And we're trying to get above the 21 on the 4 hour. We got beautiful momentum coming to the upside. Money flow just like starting to do a little spike up, but the momentum's going up. We got VWAP going up. Looking good on the 4 hour. If we come down here to the lower time frames, go to the 15 minute. 15 minute momentum is a little high. But if we stay bullish, it can ride that for a little bit. RSI is over the median line and is over the 14 moving average on the 15. Money flow is back in the green on the 15. Look at that. So we've been in the red since, I mean, there was a little spike there on Tuesday into the green. I won't count that. A little spike right there. On Tuesday again. This is going to be Monday, but look at all that red, mainly in the red. So, and this is a nice spike into the green. It is flattening out, so we could see it kind of go sideways. But we did get back over 481, which means we are above the 479 resistance right here. And you can see we've been fighting with that pretty much all day. This is from yesterday. We fought with it. We lost it. Last night, we got above it. We lost it again. Can we stay above it this time? That is going to be the question. Looking at Cardano, looks like Cardano is getting a nice little pump. I was looking at this earlier. Let me go to a bigger time frame. We'll go to the 2 hour. And as you can see, just like on Bitcoin is still in this scenario, but you can see price action go down or lower lows, and we're getting the higher highs on the RSI, which is good. We're getting higher highs on the momentum, or we're kind of flat on the momentum. We're starting to roll over right here, but flat and going down is still a nice bull div. We need to start getting back above these moving averages, though. Let's see here. Oop, looks like we might be peaking above right now. All right. So on the 7 minute, we just got back above the 200. We're getting ready to have a bullish cross on the 21. 50s curved up. We could see a nice flippening of the moving averages, which is what we want. We want it to go 21, 50, 200. You know, that takes us into the bull area. So That's looking good. Money flow, look at that. This money flow, so since Wednesday, has been in the red since Wednesday. And even when it came out of the red, it was only in the green for like a couple hours. And we are now back in the green on the 15-minute with a nice spike. VWAP's coming down, but if you look at that, see it curved in on itself, which means this is what I see, like this, how this one was curved over and how it rolled in like that. Well, with this being curved in on itself, I see it rolling and going like that. We might come down a little bit, but it's still telling you that it's an inward curvature. So it's not going to go down as hard. So ADA looking good. We are back above the 7. I like to see that. What about the 12? Nope. Still need to reclaim the 12 and kind of move back up this way. If we go out to the 4 hour, so the 4 hour is going to be a little more pronounced on the bullish div right here. We're going up, we're coming down. So that's looking good. Now let's check Bitcoin. Bitcoin 4 hour. As you can see, we are also getting a bull div on, dang it, on the 4 hour. See, we're kind of, maybe not on the 4 hour. There we go. Definitely on the 2 hour though. See, this is going up. And this is coming down. So definitely on the 2 hour, we're getting a nice bull div and we're seeing it play out. We really need to start reclaiming these moving averages though. And just like Cardano, we did just reclaim it on the 7-minute. Same situation. We got the 21 and the 50 pointed to the upside. So that would be beautiful to wake up tomorrow and see all these moving averages flipped. Bitcoin back at about 95. But just like I said last night and the night before, we are not out of hot water until we get above this 200 on the 4 hour. And that's actually at about 97.8. So we'll call it, we need to get above 98 essentially to be back and be comfortable saying that we're back in the bull run. But it can't go down forever. We are getting a nice green dot on the 4 hour. We haven't seen that since back here on December 31st. We had a little trigger wave right there, and you can see once that trigger wave hit, the green dot is right here. So it went up, came down for a little retest. We got that trigger wave and then boom, off to the races. So if we can see something like that right here on Bitcoin, that is definitely what I would be watching for. On the other note, we have a lot of coins that are starting to have or showing rounded bottoms. So like right here. And a lot of these coins are starting to show what like Bitcoin was showing earlier. So you're getting this nice, beautiful rounded bottom on FET. Start seeing it coming back to the upside. We got momentums all going back to the upside. You got money flow going back to the upside. Somewhat of the same situation where you got the lower prices. And you come down here and you got higher RSI. So all these bull divs that we've been talking about, I think are getting ready to play out. IMX, pretty much the same situation. We're starting to get that beautiful rounded bottom. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. You got momentum going to the upside, money flow trending to the upside. You can see that, boom, 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 starting to go back to the upside. It could be the bottom. Algo, similar thing. We're in that like falling wedge. You can see that accumulation. If you stretch it out, you can see it starting to roll. Boom. Because remember, if we were flipped and we've seen something like that, we're going to start to expect it to come back down, right? We're going to see like a rolling top in that. So GRT is the same. Got that nice rolling rounded bottom. You got price action lower lows. You got RSI higher lows. So everything's looking good for a turnaround. It is going to turn around. So the question is, will Bitcoin recover? Yes, Bitcoin will recover. Is this the end? No, this is not the end. This is just a lull in the price action. Nice little pullback. Look, we're getting a massive pump from Bitcoin. We're up 1%. So I guess unlike last night, Asia woke up and chose rich, right? Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Let's look on the daily. Nice green candle on the daily. It would be better if we can end the day with a nice engulfing candlestick. At least get us back above this 95,750, this SR level right here. And I would feel a lot more comfortable with that. Momentum's coming down, but you got your VWAP going up. So money flow on the daily's coming down, but VWAP's going up. Momentum's coming down. I have a feeling that if we get a nice big pump today, we're going to see like a trigger wave. We're going to get that green dot on the trigger wave, and we're going to start going back to the upside with some gusto. We'll see on the weekend. You never know. What do you think? You think we're going to get a Trump pump?
I think we will get a Trump pump. I think it's likely. And I have a whole bunch of articles, so we'll try to get through. Well, we will get through them. We will get through them. Let's see.
We just lost all our money on that meme coin.
Did we?
No, not really. But
I was going to say, I'm not up as high as I was, unfortunately. but for everybody out there that enjoys meme trading, I am risking a whole 0.8 worth of SUI. Because I'm trying to make 100. So,
trying to make 100 out of 0.8?
Yeah, out of 0.8. This is my new challenge that I'm going to be taking part in.
Seems realistic.
Right? Hey, anything is possible. And
it's only 100x. Well, a little over. 120x.
Yeah. So my internet is going really slow. So sorry, guys. You're going to have to bear with me. And I have to make sure that I'm in the actual right accounts. Okay, so I'm going to share these things because I wanted to bring these up. Anyways. Okay. Look at this. We're on Twitter. My messages aren't up. We've got bookmarks. So this.
I'm covering. Is there a vehicle nearby? Found one. I will come to you. I'm ready to get into the action now. Can you flank them? On it. Moving left. Wait. I'm knocked out. Crawling to you now. Just hang on. Whew. I couldn't have done it without you. I know. I carry for a living.
So these are AI teammates with the NVIDIA new CSS 2025, a game-changing AI that powers AI autonomous game characters that think, adapt, and interact in real time. And then so it says 9 wild examples. That was one of them.
That's kind of
I saw this. I thought
so for all the gamers who don't have any online buddies, they can just go into battle with some AI agents.
Yeah, I don't have any AI boss.
The Mirror series game introducing Asteria, the world's first AI boss monster built with NVIDIA ASICs. A script-based boss monster follows predictable patterns, regardless of who the opponents are. As a result, Players can easily anticipate and counter the boss's attacks, making the encounter less exciting and reducing it to a tedious task to acquire items. But Asterion is no ordinary boss. Artificial intelligence enables Asterion to analyze the player's information, identify unique skills of each player, and determine who to attack first. Asterion recalls past battles similar to the current situation.
So I would think, in theory,
the most probable course of action to achieve victory.
For the AI
Asterion adapts,
to be, in theory, if the AI is working exactly like it should, you're never ever going to be able to beat a boss again.
Well, I mean, yeah, in theory, but I'm sure that they have like where you as like if you're playing with a group, right, and everybody has different abilities, then it should be trying to figure out how to beat you, but also everybody has that like variability, so that that would be how you would in theory get through. But I mean, yeah, if it gets to the point where it can beat you every time and it's over. But so these are a whole bunch of different games. I think that this is cool. Love this, very excited about it. And this was just an example of what we were talking about yesterday. And then here's the actual announcement.
If we could figure out a way to make Windows PC a world-class AI PC, it would be completely awesome. And it turns out the answer is Windows.
You turned it up?
It's Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2 basically is two operating systems within one. It works perfectly. It's developed for developers, and it's developed so that you can have access to bare metal. It's been WSL2 has been optimized for cloud native applications. It is optimized.
Hold on. This wasn't all the stuff.
And we're going to have many models that fit, whether it's vision models or language models or speech models or these animation digital human models. All kinds of different types of models are going to be perfect for your PC. And you download it and it should just run. And so our focus is to turn Windows WSL2, Windows PC, into a target first-class platform that we will support and maintain for as long as we shall live. And so this is an incredible thing for engineers and developers everywhere.
This wasn't what I wanted to show.
How about that jacket, though? It's like, I want to be edgy. I don't want them to think I'm a nerd. I want to be edgy.
If we could figure out a way.
It's probably, looking at that, I know because I have one. Just like, what was the guy? It was the Skybridge Capital guy. The one that was the Scaramucci. Dude, that's gotta be that's just like the jacket that me and Scaramucci have, right? That's that $18,000 ostrich leather jacket, right? He just casually pulled it out for this speaking engagement, right? That's probably what it is. That's that ostrich leather. You know what I mean? That's that smart, smooth talker money right there. I thought that this was bullish, very bullish in general. But so Cardano scores a partnership with FC Barcelona. This is huge because no matter how much people like American football, soccer will always be a lot bigger internationally. So it doesn't matter how you feel. A lot more people are into soccer than football. And this means that football and Cardano will be doing some partnership stuff together, which I think is bullish. This is another thing I thought was
You said it is the coin to be looking at right now.
Absolutely.
Why?
Okay, so Ripple actually was the second largest coin prior to the SEC's investigation of them. They did this really weird lawsuit against them, and basically the Ripple is going to be the track that everything's going to be running on in the future. So they created their own stable coin right now.
Okay.
And Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They've got 83 different patents on it, and there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out. So
Another
this
one.
is Bank of America that's making that statement.
Right.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And this was what we've been talking about a little bit, but yeah, Arkham had this really great post that everybody's gonna love, absolutely love. So they said, "Hey guys, I have bad news. Period. BlackRock is not buying. BlackRock is actually selling." So I guess this is BlackRock, and this is all they're selling, I assume. But
but wouldn't that make sense if people are selling their position in the ETF, then BlackRock's selling it as they sell it and buy it as they buy it, right?
yes, but here's a more nefarious, a little bit more convoluted idea, which is not actually that convoluted or crazy. What if BlackRock is selling to panic the market and lower the price of Bitcoin for when they buy it from the DOJ?
Oh, I mean, that makes perfect sense, bro. I don't think it's to buy it from the DOJ, but yeah, no, that's not a conspiracy theory at all. Whales do that all the time.
Could be both.
I could
Could
do
be
that
both.
100%.
Let's see. So there was that Arkham. We already talked about Usual, and I already talked about this one right here. Just Da Vinci asking for Charles to come on the show. I thought that was cool. And yeah, so that's it with bookmarks. Now, we've been talking about this. We keep talking about this. We're not going to stop talking about this. But Fidelity says governments are likely to buy Bitcoin in 2025. And we've already seen it. We've already seen the interest. We've already seen a lot of people out there taking part in Bitcoin, investigating strategic Bitcoin reserves. And with leading crypto taking center stage this year, 5.4 trillion, asset manager Fidelity has said that governments are likely to buy Bitcoin in 2025. I think that's obvious. They're going to buy the top because they haven't been here through the bear market. Indeed. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of different examples, I think, of governments that buy the top and then they're remorseful about it later because it didn't only go up, right? Like El Salvador. And then they might make really harsh rules on it and everything else. But I think there'll be a lot of winners as well. Indeed, the financial services firm has projected that nation states and central banks could be poised to be the next significant investors in the asset. Amid the asset's surging popularity last year, there's been an increased talk of strategic Bitcoin reserves for several nations, among them U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, who has been outspoken advocate of the asset class that could be a monumental part of the unforgettable year for crypto. Fidelity expects significant investment in Bitcoin by governments, and 2024 has proven to be perhaps the biggest year in Bitcoin's history. And I agree. Basically, they're saying the same thing that we've been saying. We anticipate more nation states, central banks, sovereign wealth funds, and government treasuries will look into establishing strategic positions in Bitcoin. Fidelity analyst Matt Hogan wrote in a research report, blah, blah, blah. We've been talking about this. This isn't new, but I love it. Fidelity is now saying it, and people listen when they talk because their pension funds are there. So let's see. This is pretty obvious. AI could be the biggest bubble since the dot-com boom, and I think that that's inevitable. I think we all basically see that. But taking that into account, we have to look at the fact that this is an opportunity. This is a massive opportunity. And this means that anybody that takes part in this, the winners of the .com boom or people that made incredible wealth in a very short amount of time, I think the same thing is going to happen with AI. And one of the best things that you can do to position yourself is just start using these tools. Start using AI, right? If you're using AI and things that you're doing and you understand how it works, you're going to be ahead of a lot of people already, and you'll be able to identify value quicker. So that is basically my blurb on AI. I definitely think it is a bubble, and I think it's the biggest yet because we have more people and everything else. So, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
I think it's inevitable. This was an obvious article that I'm not going to read, but this one's important. Okay, so fake OKX plugins found in Firefox browser store. This means that people have been downloading this fake OKX plugin. This is for, I think OKX is an exchange, correct? And probably also
They have a wallet also. OKX has a wallet too.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's what it is.
You definitely have to know what it is that you are like downloading. You have to make sure that the links are correct. And the reason is because of this. There are a lot of fakes out there, and these fakes are probably just wallet drainers. They probably just straight up drain your wallet. So this is, it says, cybersecurity firm Certic, malicious browser extensions can be used to steal sensitive information and funds, right? And so very dangerous. Definitely want to make sure that you're doing things. But it says crypto exchange OKX warns users of fraudulent OKX browser extensions that have appeared in Firefox browser plugin store. Extensions integrate third-party functionality within a web browser interface, according to OKX. The company has not released any Firefox browser plugins and has advised users who mistakenly downloaded the plugin to transfer any funds in while it's connected to the fraudulent extension.
That's crazy. So the Firefox store didn't even do any due diligence?
No.
That's crazy.
They probably don't care. They probably are just like,
right.
We'll put whatever there. I mean,
well, it's one thing you should always look at. I don't know if it shows up on like browser extensions, but like if you're in the Play Store, if you're in the Google Play Store and you're going to download a wallet, say, you want to download Phantom Wallet and you type it in, and then it's like a weird, there could just be another Phantom Wallet and it says there's only been like 50 downloads. You probably shouldn't download that one. Look at the one that has like 100 million downloads or 100,000 downloads, or, always look around.
Yep. And here's my integration for this episode of TradFi News that we all care about. Wall Street bonuses jump by double digits at big banks. Isn't that interesting? Especially at a time when we have been getting all this information from the Fed and from basically like all kinds of different analysts that more banks than in the COVID pandemic, right? Where lots of banks were underwater as far as the liquid capital that they had. I think it was 7 times more underwater currently right now than they were during that time. And and they're giving big bonuses to banks, inside of banks. It's kind of interesting how that works, because what happens is if the bank goes under, then the bank gets bailed out. Or they remove the executive that just got a bunch of money, and they put them on an advisory board, and then they put a new person there. So, kind of crazy. But that was what I wanted to talk about there. And CFTC chair's final message includes a call for crypto guardrails. So Rustin Buchanan said that he intends to advocate for the commission to address the regulatory challenges of digital assets. U.S. Commodities Future Trading Commission Chair Rustin Buchanan is set to step down in less than 2 weeks, and he has a message for regulators and lawmakers looking to address concerns about digital assets. In prepared remarks on January 8th, fireside chat at the Brookings Institution, Buchanan said that the expansion of the crypto industry into traditional financial institutions without comprehensive regulatory guardrails could present challenges for his successors at the CFTC. Buchanan added that he planned to advocate for the CFTC to address this regulatory gap after he departs the commission in February, which I think that this was just the final way that he could spit in the face of crypto on his way out. The crypto era has highlighted the need for our rule set to address the derivatives industry's current course. As more entities seek to move away from traditional and familiar models, which have evolved over decades and withstood countless shocks, towards structures that combine unique activities around increasing novel products, new questions arise. So here's my problem with these kinds of statements of old people. So sorry, old people. Don't be offended if you're old. I'm not that young anymore. But what I'm saying here is they are basically saying that the stock market, traditional markets, and derivatives markets have been fine for so long, right? Like that there's no fraud, manipulation, illicit activity, or money laundering going on in this hundreds of $trillion market that they do very poorly at managing, that constantly has fraud, right? And so they're saying that we should be afraid of crypto because it's even more interesting. I just hate that. It drives me crazy. That's like, you should be afraid of the internet because anything can be on there. You're right.
Right.
It can. You're right. But what have you done up to this point? It's like, what typewriters haven't harmed anybody financially in the whole history of typewriters. You're right. It's just a bunch of stupidity.
You're sure about that? I'm sure somebody's been hitting the head with a typewriter.
Hey man. Well, I said financially.
Financially. Yeah.
The alt season has been postponed until 2028. I don't believe that, Josh Simi, but I like that. We definitely bought some meme coins today. So hopefully alt season isn't over. Let's see. Let's check it. Loading. Oh. Well, I'm down.
Down? What do you mean?
I'm down from 0.8 to 0.6. So maybe Josh Simi knew something that we didn't know.
Oh yeah, it just dumped.
Yeah.
It just dumped. It had a 1 minute dump candle on the 1 minute dump.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. I wanted to show this because we spoke to Palm Economy and Palmyra, real bullish and excited about what they've got going on. But so this is their website, and this is the platform that they're working with right now. But investing shouldn't be complicated. We simplify complex investments and make them accessible to everyone. They leverage Cardano, Ethereum, Emergo, and I'm not sure what this one is. I think that this is actually a ZK chain. Or something. I could be wrong. Somebody out there that knows, correct me, but I know that they're doing some stuff with Midnight. This was their recent trip that they had in Argentina. Atomico's 3 lithium mining project. All of them are going to have I think that this is the risk class, the period of time, and then the interest gained, and then the type is metals and minerals. So you're going to be able to basically go into every one of their endeavors. And I think the maximum raise that they have for their endeavors is $1 million. But so you'll be able to go into their endeavors, invest in them, and they have a clear period of time before they pay out and you have a clear understanding of what everything is. And all of this is handled through their platform. And you can, let's see actually what some of their other endeavors are. So, okay, so the other ones are to be announced. But this will be like, all of them have a maximum of a $1 million target. They wanted to kind of make sure that for liquidity purposes that they're not like overreaching here. They want things to be successful. But I'm excited about what they have going on, and I'm excited to hear what the other opportunities are. They have some really awesome partners, and they require KYC, but it, I think, is a good thing. So there's that. They don't want bad actors here. Let me see. What else was I going to show in regards is so this was another example. When you go to Palm Economy and you can buy these kinds of things, this is amazing because did you know that specifically Greek virgin olive oil is one of the most counterfeited products in the world?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? And so it shows you the origin, the type extra virgin, just like we like it. Subtype cold extracted. And then it tells you literally everything about where it comes from. And this is bullish, right? We love this. But Palm Economy, they have a whole lot of other things on here too. I just wanted to give a little shout out to what they have. Oh, I should have clicked back to listings. Internet is going a little slow. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of things. It's all like sourced back to where it came from. It tells you all about it. And they provide basically the infrastructure for anybody that has any kinds of commodity anywhere to do the supply chain management and tracking of it, which basically proves on-chain the authenticity of things that they sell on the platform. And all the hands that have been, it's gone through. So it's exciting. Let's see. You can go to regions. They have all these different other goods, spices. This is the commodities trading platform. Right? So you buy these, they send it to you. Boom. I love it. But there we are. That's most of the stuff that I wanted to go over today. And yeah. What are you thinking, Desert?
I've been over here playing with the backgrounds or adding the files that. So we just got some files. Let's see if this pops up. Give it 1 second. Boom.
No, you didn't. There we go.
Well, don't see on my screen.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, you put it on the thing. You put it on like a.
You don't see it?
No, I don't see it.
Look at your screen right in front of you.
Yeah, I don't see it.
How do you not? You don't see the background?
No. I see it, but it looks like the normal background.
Oh, that's. Are you sure?
Yeah, now it's black.
Black?
Oh, there we go. Now I see it. Now it's up. Okay, there we go. Oh, love it. There we go. Awesome.
I got to tweak it a little bit. He gave us some other stuff we're gonna have to play with. Do some moving. He gave us some overlays and everything also. So
love that. There we go.
Right.
There we go.
But I think that is the show for tonight. Everybody, have a great night. We will be here tomorrow as usual, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you the nightly news.
Cheers. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you.